What's going on, everybody? It is Big L here, bringing you the Week 6 Team Builder for the WPF. This week, we are playing Coach Middy and the Collingwood Corviknight, and he's got a pretty scary team, as you can see in front of you. He's had a rough go of it so far. Not as rough. He's had a really rough schedule. He's, I believe, sitting at 2-3, but he's had, like I said, he's had a really rough schedule. His record is not indicative of his team or how well he's been playing. He's just had to play some of the best trainers in the league so far, and that can make anyone's season rough to start for anyone, even if you're someone as good as Middy is. So he's really looking for a win. So we're really going to have to play well this week to pull out the win, and we really want to win too. There's a big difference between being 5-1 and being 4-2. If you're 5-1, you feel like you're 1 or 2 games away from clinching playoffs. If you're 4-2, you feel like you're one or two games away from losing your season. So being able to get this win will be really, really huge for us going forward. And looking at his team, he's got Dracozolt, Primarina, Tyranitar, Landorus Incarnate, Silvally, Azelf, Bronzong, Flareon, Hitmonchan, Gourgeist, and Mega Sharpedo. First impressions when I looked at his team is Dracozolt, not Arctozolt, sorry, in Sand is really, really scary. Primarina could either be Choice Specs or Calm Mind. I think he needs the coverage more than he'd be able to bring if he did bring the sub Calm Mind set. But that is something we still had to prepare for. Tyranitar, preparing for this Tyranitar was different than preparing for Mario's Mega Tyranitar, because this thing could have a Choppleberry, this thing could have a lot of different things on it that make it scary. Landorus Incarnate, there's a reason this thing is in Ubers, and it's because it is really, really strong. Nothing else really needs to be said. This thing is a monster. Silvally, again, it's one of those mons. It can be a lot of different things. It can be bulky and really cripple your teams with things like Parting Shot, and it can be any type, which is always scary to try to prep for. Azelf, a good lead, pretty fast Pokemon. Can set rocks and explode in your face if you're not careful, if you're not ready for it. Bronzong has a little bit more offensive utility this gen with the addition of Body Press. Body Press is such a great move for it. If it gets up 1 or 2 iron defenses, it can really start tearing through your team if you're not prepared for it. Flareon with offensive with guts hits things super hard. And it's also gotten the ability to be a really good Wish Passer this gen. Which is how it's been kind of used more. And then Hitmonchan, his other hazard removal with Rapid Spin, can run the elemental punches, Banded, Iron Fist, like things like Mach Punch or Drain Punch can really tear through you if you're not prepared for it, if you let your team get chipped down. Gourgeist is another Pokemon that can be used bulky, bulky Leech Seed Protect, can be a problem. So can the offensive set. The offensive set, it hits really hard with a Choice Band. Choice Band Poltergeist is not something to play around with. And Mega Sharpedo is another mon that is pretty scary. You know what it's going to do. It's going to try to get a speed boost before it Mega Evolves. And it's going to try to protect, get a speed boost, and then Mega Evolve and hit things super hard and go super fast. But we think we've done some things to mitigate that. The mons that we're expecting, we kind of expect the Dracozolt, we expect the Primarina, the Tyranitar, the Landorus. I expect the Silvally to come, and for his 6th mon, I could see it being Sharpedo. I could see it being Bronzong. I could see it being the Hitmonchan. The only mon I don't really expect that would really surprise me if I saw it would be the Gourgeist, just because we've got those 2 really strong fire types in Heatran and Volcarona, and Sarina can kind of wall it as well. So I don't think he's going to want to bring it, and because unlike most fighting types, our fighting type has Scrappy, and so it can't switch in to close combats from Mega Lapane, which is really, really nice. So we'll go to our team and we'll see what we've got here. And sorry, I was scrolled down. First one we got is Sarina. Sarina is back again. She's got her Assault Vest on again, which is really nice. Max HP, max defense, with a careful nature this week. That is so we could live 2 Fire Blasts from a timid Dracozolt. So That way, and that way we can live those hits, get big damage off with the play rough, maybe weaken it with a drop kick. So that's really nice. We have rapid spin, which was a last second add. Originally that was knockoff there, but we have rapid spin, U-turn, play rough, and drop kick. Again, play rough is there to get some really nice damage potentially off on the Dracozolt. And the next Pokemon we've got is Vaporeon. Vaporeon again is coming. We got max HP, max Def, not defense this week, and Careful Nature again. This is our primary Primarina check. We are really, really worried about Specs Primarina this week. This is unless Primarina brings Energy Ball, which I do expect, because it is a good move to have for coverage and against our team, because obviously things like Vaporeon, if Primarina doesn't have it, Vaporeon can kind of wall it. So we're gonna go Flip Turn, Wish, Protect, Heal Bell. Nothing crazy here. Basic set. Next up, we are bringing Palisand again. Hopefully Palisand is able to do more than it did last game. I felt really bad about having to do that to it because it's not going to get a lot of chances to shine. But we are max HP, 200 defense, and 56 SPDEF. Bold Nature. That SPDEF is if he's a basic mixed attacker with Dracozolt, we can live 2 Dracos and 2 Fire Blasts. So it's really nice to be able to live those potentially, because we do need, unfortunately, 2 hits with Scorching Sands to be able to knock it out. We have Stealth Rocks, Shadow Ball, Shore Up, and Scorching Sands. Scorching Sands over Earth Power, because Earth Power didn't really give the extra power from Earth Power, didn't really give me the ability to get an OHKO on anything I didn't already 2-hit KO with Scorching Sands or anything like that. So I felt like the ability to potentially get a burn, even on something like Primarina that might switch in on it, that residual damage could end up being really, really nice. And of course, Shore Ups to keep it around. And Stealth Rocks will be really nice to potentially get up, even though he doesn't have a lot of mons that are weak to the rocks. Being able to get that chip could be really, really nice. And next up, Lapane, of course, is coming again. 32 HP, max attack, 224 speed, and we were able to bring it Adamant, which is something I've really been wanting to do this season. This outspeeds Azelf, which is the fastest member of his team, and it outspeeds, like, if he wants to bring Scarf Primarina or something like that, we outspeed that. And the other mons that I could potentially see him bringing Scarfed, I couldn't outspeed with Jolly, so I didn't really see the point. We have U-turn, Close Combat, Fake Out, and Ice Punch. I think Lapane is going to be my lead this week. I feel like it puts a lot of offensive pressure on, which is what I want. I want offensive pressure this game. Offensive pressure is going to be really key. U-turn, again, just to give us a fast pivot, Close Combat, great fighting stab, and then Ice Punch. Unless he is a Yachi Berry, Landorus does not live an Ice Punch from this set. Sorry. And I also didn't need the extra damage from Triple Axle, because Fake Out plus Close Combat OHKO's Dracozolt, unless he has a lot of HP invested, a lot of defense investment. So I didn't really feel like I needed to run the risk with Triple Axle or Play Rough, run the risk of missing with Play Rough. So that's why that's set. Next up is Galvantula. Galvantula is rocking the Choice Scarf this week. 224 HP, max special attack, 232 speed with Timid Nature. This is purely to be able to revenge a +1 Mega Sharpedo. If he is at +1 speed, I still outspeed it no matter what. And Thunder, and if I have a little bit of chip, Volt Switch, definitely OHKO it every single time. Excuse me. We're going to have Sticky Webs, which if I have an opportunity to get those up, that'd be nice. Maybe early game, I can predict the Landorus to switch in on this. Go for the Sticky Webs, and hopefully be able to keep those up. Volt Switch, obviously just to be able to turn the Volt Switch around if he doesn't bring the Landorus. Thunder for big damage, and then Bug Buzz just for coverage. And if, like I said, if he does bring like the Azelf or the Bronzong, gets a little bit of chip damage on those, hits those pretty hard. And then last, but certainly not least, is Togekiss, packing the heavy duty boots. 248 HP to give it an odd number of HP. 252 SPDEF Calm. I just felt like I wanted another mon that could take special hits. I was basically the whole reason for that EV spread. Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam, Roost, and Air Slash. Originally, we had Defog on this set. Wanting a way to get rid of hazards was the primary reason I brought Togekiss this week, but this is the last second switch. T4U and I were talking, and we thought that Knockoff plus Defog wasn't as good as Air Slash plus Rapid Spin. So, and Flamethrower, that's to hit something like the Bronzong coming in and potentially get a burn on something. Dazzling Gleam obviously hits things like the Hitmonchan. It hits the Tyranitar. It hits the Dracozolt. Roost, just to keep healthy. And Air Slash, that is just an extra move because it can hit things like the Gourgeist really hard. It's a stab move to hit the Gourgeist. So it does hit for more than Flamethrower. And if I can get a flinch here or a flinch there that could stall a turn of sand, that would be really, really nice, especially late game when Tyranitar might be gone. Being able to get a flinch might be really big. So that's the team we're bringing. And I think we've got a really good shot this week. I think we have a good matchup, honestly. And like I said, I really, really want to get to 5-1. The feeling of being 5-1 is really, really different from the feeling of being 4-2. The goal for the season was first, secure a 500 record, and second, secure playoffs. So we get to 5-1, we're one game away from that first goal. And in this league, getting to 500 is a big accomplishment with the level of quality trainers that we have in this league. So being able to do that would be huge. And then if we can, going forward, secure a playoff spot, that'd be big. And you guys are watching this now. I'm also thinking that since this is week 6, this is the halfway point of the season, I think this week I'm also going to upload a kind of season recap so far, just to see, like, talk about things like I like about the team, things I'm not crazy about with the team so far, and we're gonna look at things like standings, things like that. I think it'll be a pretty interesting thing to do. A good time to do it. I've been thinking of ways to make a little bit more content. I've got a few other ideas, things maybe to do between seasons. I think that'll be fun. So, like I said, as always, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below what you think is going to happen in the battle, even though I'm not going to post it until after the battle, so that really wouldn't make much sense. So, thanks for watching. I will have a link down below to all the other content creators in the WPF and to the Discord. So if you're not from there and you want to come in and check it out, feel free to come in, hang out. It's a really, really chill group. If you want to talk about Pokemon with some people who know their stuff, or maybe just chill or see if maybe another coaching spot opens up, or maybe you want to hang out and wait until season 8. We're always looking for people, and that'll do it for me today. Thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you guys later. Have a good one.